Hey guys, I'm Ray.
I'm Rob.
And today we're talking about if you're trying to get answers and they're unwilling to give them.
Force.
We're going to teach you how. No, I'm just kidding. Today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of pipe thawing and a little bit about how the pros do it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Rob.
And I'm Ray.
Welcome
to House Talk. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What's up?
This is House Talk with Rob and Ray.
How many times have you had somebody where they had frozen pipes and they decided to try to thaw them out themselves and they catch their house on fire?
Yeah, it can definitely be dangerous. I mean, that's definitely something you want to have a professional take care of for you.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't ever suggest trying to thaw out your pipes with any type of an open flame apparatus at all. It's just too dangerous. It's not worth it.
Yeah, and it's the craziest thing because I think in the mindset of most out there, it's like there's usually snow on the ground. It's super cold, and so they go get the propane heater or what have you, and they're like, I'm going to sit it just a little ways from my house and spraying towards that pipe, and that's going to heat that up, and it does.
Oh, yeah.
It heats it up real good.
And that's the other thing, too. I mean, no matter what you're using, has a thawing device to put heat on pipes or plumbing area. Yeah. You don't ever leave it unattended.
Absolutely.
Stay there with it the whole time. Make sure you stay far enough away from combustibles so you don't end up with a problem. So you just can't be too careful.
Which I know that our process is that when we're thawing the pipes, we don't leave the site. Like over there, we hook up, we're going to thaw the pipes, and we're staying until that's done. Because, inadvertently, when you finally do successfully get the pipes thawed, the next disaster begins, right?
I was going to say, you don't know what the next phase is going to be, because if those pipes have been frozen long enough and that ice has expanded enough to where you actually have a split in the pipe, once you get it thawed out, now all of a sudden you've got a leak.
Yeah. And, and I know we showed that in one of our other podcasts talking about how the pipe just splits open, and you showed some different pipes, styles, materials, and how that ice just destroys them.
Yeah.
And all that pressure and all that water, you go from having no water
too much water
to having a ton of water, and usually somewhere you don't really want it. So you gotta be ready when you're thawing out the pipes. You need to know where the water meter is.
That's what I was going to say. Step number one, before you even start to thaw out the pipes, you need to know where you can shut the water off. So when you get it thawed out and the water comes on, if you do have a leak, you can quickly shut that water off, because water damage can occur very quick. Very quick.
And would you recommend that they even open it up and look down in there before? Don't just find the lid. Like, open it up.
Oh, I don't only suggest find the lid, open it up, put the meter wrench on there, and make sure you can shut that valve. So,
because a lot of times you open up that lid, first of all, sometimes you can't even find them
because it's buried.
It's buried.
Yeah.
And then when you do find it and you open it up and you get down in there, well, maybe it's full of water.
Yeah.
Or maybe that valve is harder to find, or to your point, sometimes they're very difficult to turn.
That's a good point too. Also, I mean, before we get into the season where we start getting snow on the ground, to locate your water meter so you know where it is, because that's another issue we've ran into is you go out to a customer's home to work on a situation where their pipes are froze or they have a leak from frozen pipes, and they don't know where their water meter is, and there's 2 inches of snow on the ground, and you're trying to find it. So, I mean, knowing where that's located, mark it off the mailbox or the sidewalk or driveway or something so you can easily find that location.
Yeah, because if not, you're just, for lack of a better analogy, you've got a metal probe, and you're just walking around stabbing in the ground waiting to hear that tink sound.
That's it.
Found the lid. Okay, so this is not...
We're not jumping a car today?
We're not jumping a car, even though someone here in the staff asked that when we walked in with this. They were like, somebody's car battery dead? It does look like that, though.
Yeah, it does.
And so walk us through. I mean, we've got these 2 clamps here. What's the process, Rob?
Well, we've got a lot of cool specialized equipment, and this is one of those things. This is our electric pipe thawing machine. Cool. You can see with these leads and these connections here, that on metallic pipes, whether it's copper or galvanized, you can clamp these on, and this machine will run just a low voltage charge through that line to heat that line up just enough to get that ice thawing and get that water moving and get it broke loose.
That's very cool. So basically, we create a circuit, if you will, out of the pipe.
Yep.
I'm going to click it over here, and then you're going to click this one somewhere else, and we're trying to isolate where it's frozen, and that current just starts heating it up and thawing it up.
Yeah, these leads are 20, 25 feet a piece, so you can get about 50-foot spread in between them. And
Ken, I'm not stealing your boots, but just so folks can see, I mean, there's
it's heavy-duty stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot there, and mine's got one too. And it's so that you can hook this thing up on the job site.
Yeah.
And then sometimes getting to the pipe and finding the place to connect this is the hardest part.
Yeah, and the trick is that you're trying to connect one end where you have water flow to the other end where there's no water flow, and then that freeze section is in between, so that's where it heats that up and gets that water passing back through that ice and melting it and getting everything flowing again.
I know that that's a Pride thing, that usually when all the other companies are shut down,
We're still rolling.
Mullin's rolling. When everybody else is at home in front of the fireplace, our guys are out doing this
24/7, 365.
That's right. Okay, so in closing, if they don't want this, what are some steps? I don't think we can share it too much. How to prevent those pipes from freezing?
Yeah, I was going to say prevention is, usually the best cure. Doing an inspection on your home before we get into the real bitter temperatures, making sure the vents on the outside of crawl space homes are closed. If you're in a mobile home, make sure the skirting is all intact. The best thing to do is just go around and check and see if there's any areas where that cold air can get into the walls. Also, when we get into single-digit temperatures, you want to make sure that your cabinets on the inside, if you've got fixtures that are on outside walls, open up those cabinet doors so that warm air can get back to that outside wall.
Man, that's good stuff, and it does go a long way to take those preventative steps. But have no worry, if you get frozen pipes, Rob and I are going to be there to cure your problem. This is Pipe Thawing, the do's and the don'ts, and that's House Talk.
Hey, Oklahoma, if you need us anytime, day, night, 365 days a year, you can reach us at mullininc.com. On the website, you can book the call directly, or we will reach back out to you if you need a quote, estimate, ask a question, whatever you need, we're here to help.